First, take a look around Vialo Village. You were hospitalized in Dekelia, a British sovereign base area on Cyprus. It's part of British overseas territory that falls outside of Cypriot jurisdiction. You got moved from Cuba's Little America right into Cyprus's Little Britain. Why Dekelia? The UK and the US remain close allies. The last place Cypher would think to look for you is inside their own system. That's what kept you safe in British military hospital for 9 years. The safest place from a whale is inside its own belly. You were a regular Geppetto.
Well, it wasn't Pinocchio who led me out to safety. So who was that guy?
Cypher went so far as to attack British territory, burning their own ally. That's how badly they wanted you dead.
He said I was in a British military hospital. But the doctor had a Greek accent.
They hire locally. Easier to trust them. Dekelia is also home to Greek Cypriots, after all.
What about the Turks? They haven't returned to the south.
Not yet. The Cyprus dispute is still a long way from resolved. The country is just as split as it was in '74. Turkish Cypriots in the north, Greek Cypriots in the south. Between them, the Green Line, the UN established. That's marking. Focus on the thread and it'll be marked automatically. You can mark enemies and vehicles by zooming in with your binoculars or camera. Once they're marked, you'll also see their positions on the map.
So how do things stand?
Last year, the Turks declared that the Turkish Republic of Northern Cyprus is an independent state, though it's only Turkey that recognizes it. In the past, the Greeks and Turks lived side by side in the same villages. There are reasons to fight. Those came from the outside. Greece, Turkey, Britain, America, they all have their own stake in pitting the two sides against each other. But once you spark something like this, it's impossible to control. Both sides build up grudges like death, without the foresight to see that each act of revenge just fans the flames. And then it's too late for other nations to rush in with peace talks. The embers keep... Hold it. There's a Soviet guard post. There are bound to be guards. Take a look with your binoculars. Put the enemy in the center of your field of view. You're up.
We're changing ships?
We can't go sailing the Suez in a whaler.
The Suez Canal. When did they reopen it?
Not long after you... That's a rough diamond. Once we're finished, those materials are already processed. Can you stand? They should come in handy sooner or later. Why not start gathering them? To container ship for passage through the Suez. Our destination is Pakistan, Afghanistan's neighbor to the south. There we disembark and head via Peshawar to the Zero Line, the border. We'll travel to the Khyber Pass by road.
And then?
We continue on horseback. Afghanistan's main roads are under Soviet control. We'll need to go around them. It'll be all narrow, winding paths through the mountains. We'll do better on horseback. It's a local guerrilla tactic. They use the higher ridges to avoid air recons. Then they charge down the mountains for ambushes. The Soviets still haven't devised a counter-strategy. Our time frame is only half as much as we really need. It's gonna be a tough march.
Better horses than boats.
Well, it'll make for good physiotherapy. Take the time to get used to that new arm.
While the Soviets have indicated they are not participating in the Los Angeles Olympics, primarily because the United States has made no attempt to guarantee the safety of the Soviet Union's athletes, the United States is increasingly demonstrating the belief that the issue has nothing to do with its preparations, and in fact this is retaliation for the Western nations' boycott of the previous Moscow Olympics. That concludes today's news.
That's quite some news.
The Soviet Union not attending the LA Olympics? Yeah. Andropov's death has changed some things. They're calling it revenge for the Western... Sight, sound, keep all your enemy senses in mind. When you're near an enemy, stay low and move slowly. Union's invasion of Afghanistan. Over 50 countries were absent. It's too bad I didn't get to see Yamashita's judo. When the 40th Army crossed the Amu River 4 years ago, détente went right out the window. The U.S. Congress chose not to ratify SALT II, and Reagan's hardline politics won him the presidency in a landslide. According to him, the Soviet Union's an evil empire.
A second Cold War.
And there's been no end to regional conflicts and civil wars. Lebanon, the Falklands, Grenada, Iran, Iraq. The story never changes.
Egypt and Israel did sign a peace treaty. But then the driving force on
Boss, you don't understand what he said? I guess that makes sense. It looks like that,
actions were considered a betrayal of his fellow Arabs.
Don't leave bodies out in the open. Find some place to drop them out of sight.
Extremists have been responsible for some bold acts of terrorism in recent years.
We've had extremist students in Iran take U.S. embassy workers hostage, and suicide bombings in Lebanon.
A portable toilet.
Soldiers.
If you're gonna hide inside, watch the enemy doesn't decide to use it. Same goes for hiding downed enemies in it.
Afraid of losing their own men, they pulled their forces out, handing private forces a golden opportunity.
Private forces.
Small armies with no national affiliation, working for the highest bidder. That's right, they got the idea from you. After Mother Base went down, they began spreading to meet the soaring demand. Miller's organization is just one of many PFs now. The entire world is after you. But at the same time, it needs you too. Miller told me about what happened in the Caribbean 9 years ago. You do remember Miller. You'd formed a private army with him. An army with no allegiance to a nation.
I remember, but...
I see. You're not sure what's fact and what's a fantasy caused by the coma. It's still all a mess, huh? All I can do is tell you the facts as they were told to me. I've gone easy on you up until now, but this is where the hard stuff begins. 1974, the year before you entered your coma. You were in Colombia, operating with a small unit of men, basically mercenaries. Miller was among them.
That's a type of medicinal plant. Bring it back to base. It's sure to be useful sometime.
This is where you would fight on behalf of others around the world, those who needed military force. But the reality was, at that time, you didn't have enough gear to equip your own men. Then Miller came across this client. It was a huge job he was offering, but you had a shot at pulling it off. You accepted it and headed into Costa Rica. The client even threw in an offshore facility in the Caribbean. The Mother Base, that would be your new base of operations. Miller sure did have a head for business. As your mission went on, your unit grew and grew. More weapons, more money. Before you knew it, you were commanding 300 men. As the organization got bigger, your military powers swelled to match. It got so the international community couldn't afford to ignore you. You were just too damn successful for your own good. You, your men, had worn out your welcome. Everyone was out for you. East, West, First World, Third. It was only a matter of time before...
A parabolic antenna. There could be intel files of some kind in there.
Officially, they're an anti-terror unit under the CIA. In reality, they're Cyprus' private strike force. They lured you to Cuba using Chico, the Nicaraguan revolutionary kid, and Paz.
We'll just listen to some exposition.
Cypher as bait. While you were gone, XOF, posing as a nuclear inspection team, stormed Mother Base. At the same time, C4 they placed on the strut legs went off. The whole thing went down in minutes. XOF. Kisses and hugs followed by a big FU. All because of Miller's blind spot. A back door into Mother Base no one suspected. You remember a certain scientist. Huey was responsible for bringing the inspection team on board, giving the enemy a perfect opportunity to hit you at home. You were returning from Cuba when it happened. Mother Base came damn close to taking you with it into the Caribbean.
You're almost at the enemy outpost, Vialo Village. The village is crawling with enemy soldiers. Don't just go waltzing in. Start with some recon. Is there anywhere that overlooks the village?
Until reality finally settled in. You were supposed to die that day. That was XOF's primary objective. As far as most folks know, you did. The first doctor to see you wasn't even sure what he was looking at. Before they'd even finished operating, your men moved you to that hospital in Cyprus. There was a woman named Eva who arranged that. Rings a bell, huh?
Most men in your condition would have been written off right from the start. But you survived. You went straight down to hell, and they pulled you.
How about it? Can you see? Look at where the enemies are stationed. Look at their gear. Take it all in. There should be a command post somewhere. See any buildings with tighter security? If there are clues to Miller's whereabouts, I'll bet you can find them in there.
Here, Snake, try this on.
A prosthetic arm. Yeah, Miller was calling it the arm that wasn't there. The physiotherapy's going well. Your arm's bulked up enough for it to fit. There. Perfect. A little time with it, and it'll work better than the real thing. What do you think?
I can still feel my real arm.
Well, you better get used to this one quick. You have any pain?
Every now and then.
Where?
Too much
My
noise.
fingertips. My left fingertips.
Sounds like phantom pain. Your brain still remembers your old hand.
Yeah. What about your vision? Can you see okay? Yeah, at the moment.
Now, the shrapnel in your skull is pressing on your optic nerve.
I'm told any hard impact could have an effect on your visual cortex.
Yeah. The doctor mentioned that. Your brain might process visual information.
Sun's down already.
In other words,
It goes without saying that darkness is good for infiltration. But your vision will be affected just the same. Keep your guard up, or who knows when you'll bump into an enemy.
I think so. When?
Right
Is this
after I
meant to be
wake up,
nighttime?
colors look faded.
Colors,
Very
huh?
bright.
Well, that's not a major concern in and of itself, but it could mean the difference
Is that
between...
something I can change? It's quite bright. I got it all the way at the bottom.
Life and death in the field. You'll need to watch out for that.
I will.
All right. You should continue your physio. We'll be arriving soon. Is the last
Black
Black
carrot.
carrot?
It's something of an ancestor to the domestic carrot. It's also a favorite of wild animals.
Did I miss? I never miss. Lock down the periphery. Make my way inward. Gather some mats. Shore up mother base. The soldiers need a home. A purpose. A reason to live. A raison d'etre.
It's a type of medicinal plant. We can use that to make tranquilizer rounds more potent.
I'm a big fan of the tranquilizers. I try to do everything non-violent. My boss is a semi-pacifist. Excuse me, big boss. That could be trouble.
So This is Raven territory. I heard once that some indigenous peoples in Canada and Alaska deify the common raven as a totem.
Pretty intelligent creatures from what I understand. My brain's telling me to check these sluices. There's gotta be something inside of one of them. Deja vu.
It's up to you whether to slip by enemies or take them down. Just remember that any situation can change fast. Familiarize yourself with your weapons and items while you can. You need to be able to switch between them quickly to meet any threat.
Security's not that thick here. But the beans ocelot. Oh, you were talking. I was done for a prolonged endeavor. Seems so bad. I think my brain's feeding me bad information. Doesn't seem to be anything in these sluices. That will happen from time to time. Maybe it's that bridge. I don't know. I'm misremembering something, maybe. False memory. There's gonna be a shift change before I infiltrate this building. Aha! Look at that, my brain remembered something. Good job, brain. Nice one, too. Oh, looks like I missed someone. Oh, a couple of times. Oh, this stupid cellulitis in my foot, I tell you what, it hurts. I don't recommend it for anyone.
Hey, that's... So you picked up an intel file.
Extraction.
Now we know where Miller is. I'm marking it on your iDroid.
The map has been updated.
But then it was nothing to me but blinding. What you made me do? Stay down. Oh, damn it, horse, come here. forgot how to do this. Oh. They got me. I took some rounds.
Yeah.
We got at least one more checkpoint to cut through.
Yeah. Yeah.
Running low on tranks.
Whoa, whoa. Yeah.
No denying it already. You and me for the win, Diamond Horse.
Anytime you need advice, just give me a call.
You got it, Ocelot. Oh god. I did not mean to say that. Ocelot. You got it, Ocelot. Good lord. That was some kind of a Freudian slip, I think. Oh, the pain. The pain. Stay here, Diamond. Weird.
It's an enemy guard post. Watch yourself.
Guard post captured.
Fellas got any tranquilizer rounds for this woo pistol? A lot cooler if you did. Sorry about your joints there.
Yeah.
Aragon.
That's tarragon, a type of medicinal plant. It contains trace amounts of a benzodiazepine derivative that's the active ingredient in pentazimine.
Trace amounts, huh?
Extraction arrived at Mother Base.
Whoa, whoa.
Snake, I wanted to ask you about the man on fire.
What do you remember from the hospital? Anything we can use? Well, he took off the moment the sprinklers started up.
Sprinklers? The fire system?
And when he got sprayed with water from the burst pipe, it slowed him down.
When we escaped on horseback, he wouldn't cross the river either.
And then it started to rain. And he disappeared.
Water against fire. Is it that simple? I mean, it makes sense. It's just hard to believe it would work on a guy like that.
That's a Caracal sheep.
Yeah.
They're the oldest domesticated sheep and are also prized for their pelts. Some are raised for their meat, but keep your appetite under control.
I don't know. Been out here a while. A little bit of mutton sounds pretty good right about now.
You've reached one day. They've got Miller locked up in that town. Check your iDroid for his location. I hope to hell he's all right. He's not your average client.
Extraction arrived at another base.
Ladies and gentlemen, the elegant, glamorous, and oh so talented Donna Bird. This might have to be a more stealthy mission this time. I'm out of tranquilizer, as it was. Let's approach carefully.
Contact!
Suppressor is no longer effective. Bear in mind, your weapon will be loud from now on.
That went sideways so fast. So fast. I didn't want to kill anyone.
Outpost captured.
That's the building, boss. That's where they're holding Miller.
Koi no Yoshikiroyu. I didn't have time to read it all.
God. No more use for me, huh? Guys, it's me. I'm here to get you out. Snake. They do something to your eyes? No, it's just bright as all. What took you so long? We'll talk, but not here.
Extraction arrived at Mother Base.
You've secured the target. I'll send the chopper to get you out. Make your way to the RV. You can check the location on your iDroid.
Mission info has been updated.
You look well.
I'm seeing all the blood.
So heavy anymore.
I'm sorry, I was busy
quit
eating a
kidding
peanut butter
around.
kiss.
Snake?
Was delicious.
You've secured the target. I'll send the chopper to get you out. Make your way to the RV. You can check the location on your iDroid.
Try to find their comms here.
Mission info has been updated.
You look well.
You're a good liar.
Hasn't slowed you down one bit.
Oh, no, you're a bad liar.
Not so heavy anymore, right?
I'll get back fast.
Those materials are already processed. They should come in handy sooner or later. Why not start gathering them?
Get you out of here.
This is B-Quad. Arriving shortly at LZ.
Magic words, boss. I've been waiting 9 years to hear them. Kept you waiting, huh?
This is B-Quad. Have arrived at LZ. Will stand by.
Coming, P-Quads.
Has arrived.
We had a bit of a situation. Undead. chaos.
Say it for all time's sake.
Keep waiting, huh?
Ahab, do you read me? This is Pequod. There's a gas covering the LZ. We can't land. Pulling back.
Gas. It's them.
Who? Shamblers?
Boss, watch out. It's the skulls. Don't let them find us.
Boss, whatever that mist is, it's all around you. We can't see through it. I'm changing the RV so it's outside the mist. Get over there. The chopper will be waiting.
Yeah.
Only way out is through, cuz.
Yeah.
Nano machine, son.
Run, boss! You've got to lose him!
Don't need to. Holy walk so fast. You freaks. Hang in there, Cross. I'm a little rusty. Just got out of a coma, you know?
This is Pequod. Have arrived at LZ. Will stand by.
You suck.
The mist is cleared, and it looks like they're gone.
Those things. That's the unit that attacked us before. They came at us real fast in the same kind of mist. Ah, man. Survivors from 9 years ago were wiped out in minutes. I don't know what they want, but it's them. No mistake.
Get your
All
patched
right,
up.
put Miller in.
Throw him 10 feet in the air.
Gaining altitude.
Extraction arrived at Mother Base.
Lifesaver. I know it went pretty bad. I usually try not to kill anyone. Huh. Killed a few people that time. Not proud of it. Accuracy was pretty good though, to be fair. Punished Venom Snake / Hashka. That was fun how they made that episodic.
We're headed for the Seychelles. That's where our new home is now. Hey. That was some operation we had, huh? 9 years ago. Carving out our own world. Making our own future. And they took it away. I'm gonna rebuild it. Make a new place. Together. That we can call home. Yeah, we were dogs, all right. Slinking around out of Cypher's sight. Digging up whatever kind of dirty money we could find. You name it. We did it. You see this? Diamond Dogs. Our new home. A phantom of our former selves. Triumph. Death. We weren't allowed either. Yeah. I remember it all. Snake. Why are we still here? Just to suffer. Every night, I can feel my leg, and my arm, even my fingers. The body I've lost, the comrades I've lost, won't stop hurting. It's like they're all still there. You feel it too, don't you? I'm the one who got caught up with Cypher. A group above nations, even the US. And I was the parasite below, feeding off Zero's power. They came after you in Cyprus. Then Afghanistan. Cypher just keeps growing. Swallowing everything in its path. Getting bigger and bigger. Who knows how big now? Boss. I'm gonna make him give back our past. Take back everything that we've lost. And I won't rest until we do.
Approaching Mother Base.
What should I do? Boss? Tell me. Tell me like you used to.
Episode 2, Diamond Dogs. First things first, we're changing this color scheme. This orange isn't gonna work for me.
Things have changed, boss. We pull in money, recruits, just to combat Cypher. Rubbing our noses in bloody battlefield dirt. All for revenge. The world calls for wet work, and we answer. No greater good. No just cause. Cause. Cypher sent us to hell. But we're going even deeper.
I know. I'm already a demon. Heaven's not my kind of place anyway.
Dogs of war for 9 whole years. That ends today. Now you're not sleeping, and we're not junkyard hounds. We're diamond dogs.
Let them talk.
We can crush Cypher, boss. And you can build the army that can do it.
Just one thing, Kaz. This isn't about the past. We're fighting for the future.
I am a mess.
Boss, there's something I want to talk about. Concerns the running of Mother Base. Come meet me.
Shower first. I'm gross.
Boss!
Boss, come meet me.
At ease, brother.
Cade, this base belongs to you now. Make Diamond Dogs the force it deserves to be. Like any organization, we need good people, and we need to make good use of their talents. Miller asked me to lay that out for you. Start bringing people in. Use this. It's a Fulton recovery device. When you're in the field, use it to extract any soldiers or prisoners you want back here. And we'll see if we can't persuade them to join the ranks of Diamond Dogs. Go on. Test it out on the staff here. Anyone you want. First, put them to sleep. You have a tranquilizer gun, don't you?
Don't pull any punches. Don't pull any punches.
What's the matter, boss?
Talk.
That's one. Now extract it. Good. Extraction complete.
That's never not fun.
You can only Fulton recover someone if they're not resisting it. No dead bodies either. They don't make great recruits. The staff member you just extracted will be assigned to the team best suited to his abilities. See for yourself. Open your iDroid. Select staff. So that staff member was placed on the R&D team. The R&D team is in charge of developing all kinds of weapons and items that'll support you on missions. Take a look at the development list. Select weapons items under the development heading.
Excuse me, cuz. Oh. Oh.
Please
That's the R&D team's development list. See the item called cardboard box? Didn't seem much use to me, but Miller was adamant that you'd want it on the list. The last word in infiltration technology, or so he said. In any case, we don't have the manpower to develop it just yet. We need more staff on the team. Go extract a few more people. Boss, put the iDroid away for a moment. You can also Fulton extract individuals you've knocked out. Why don't you try knocking someone out with CQC next? Show them how it's done, boss.
And the effect will last longer than a tranquilizer round? What? I did not know that. There's something to do with this sign. I think we stand here long enough to get bonked on the head or something. I can't remember. Alright, I'll quit goofing off.
Try throwing them. It's an honor, boss. It's the best way to knock someone out instantly. Excellent, boss. Now extract it. Good.
Bon voyage!
Extraction complete. One thing I should mention. Fulton extraction won't always be successful. If the person is injured, the shock of it could kill them. And if the weather's unfavorable, well, they could end up going missing. You can determine the chance of success by approaching the person you want to extract. If you want to be sure you can get them out, best carry them to the chopper instead. All right, extract the next staff member.
Volunteer?
Extract it. Use any method you like. Start by knocking him out, or you can put him Extraction complete. Boss. Now that we have more people on the R&D team, its level has gone up. They should be able to develop the cardboard box now. Open your iDroid.
Boss! Extraction arrived at Mother Base.
Select weapons, items under development. Now select cardboard box and start development. Just be aware, development has finished.
Please select a
You can
drop
have the
point.
support unit supply you with weapons and items you've developed. Think of it as your
Supplies
own personal
requested.
delivery service.
Supply drop complete.
And there it is. Not sure what it's good for, but Miller said you'd know what to do. Try it out. One last thing. The staff members you extracted were all placed on the R&D team, but that was Miller's decision. If you think they belong somewhere else, you're free to move them around. Well, that about does it. You won't make any GMP or find recruits hanging around here. Board the chopper when you're ready for a mission. Open your iDroid and select a landing zone to tell it where to pick you up. Or if you're still in the mood for knocking guys on their asses, you can stay around here a while. Give the men some practice. Just come pay me a visit. Go for them, boss. Let's practice your CQC. Begin by grabbing him. Once you've grabbed someone, you're free to do as you like. Interrogate him, knock him out, kill him. Scratch that last one for now. Go ahead and knock him out.
Where are your friends?
I'm ready for this.
Sleep, friend.
Good. Go on and extract it. Now for fist fight. Strike an adversary repeatedly to knock him out. He'll stay unconscious for longer than if you throw him. Extract the staff member. Starting to feel like yourself again? The rest will fall into place with some time in the field. Go ahead and call the chopper from your iDroid. That's enough. This isn't the time. Give it a rest. Go for them, not me. That's enough. This isn't the time.
Make time, Ocelot.
Select unit.
Everybody's already assigned, right?
Select unit.
What does direct contract do? It's been a while since I played this.
Please specify a project. Please landing zone.
This is Pequod. Arriving shortly at LZ. This is Pequod. On station at LZ.
Extraction arrived at Mother Base. Development project has been added. Mission list updated.
Boss, I know you haven't been back long, but I prepared a list of missions for you. Open your iDroid.
Please select a mission.
I've taken the job offers Diamond Dogs has received and made a list of those I want you to consider. Which ones you accept is your call. The objectives of the missions I've added are prisoner rescue, facility sabotage, and high-value target elimination. Probably all a walk in the park for you, but they should help you get back on your feet. I put the mission details on a cassette tape. Refer to it if you decide to accept the mission. We'll receive GMP for completing missions, and extracting soldiers and prisoners will boost our ranks. Building up Mother Base is the first step to achieving our goal. If that means wet work, so be it. We're gonna have to get our hands dirty. I hope you're rested up, because we're not stopping. Not until the pain is gone. The future of Diamond Dogs is in your hands. We're counting on you, boss.
I'll do my best. Let's punish them. C2W. Disrupted comm seems like a good way to start things off.
You need to disable the Soviets' reinforcement system by putting a hole in their base-to-base comms network. Head for the Eastern Communications Post and destroy its comms equipment. First, use the binoculars to locate the communications equipment at the facility.
We're gonna save him. That's what we're gonna do. Love you, bud. Oh boy.
Roger that. We'll pick him up.
Got at least one checkpoint between us. Let's get some development going, shall we?
Please specify a project. Please specify a project.
Chest area can be unzipped for a tactical advantage. Good God, Kojin. The boss.
Please select supplies requested. Please specify a project. Supply drop complete. Please specify a project.
A rocket pistol?
Those are raw diamonds. Collecting them as assets will raise our GMP.
Captured.
Those materials have already been processed. It may not be much, but we can use them straight away if you bring them back to base.
Extraction arrived at Mother Base.
We can use compounds from plants to make medicine or poison for use in new weapons and equipment. Take a look at the plants list on your iDroid to see which ones we need. Then go find them if you get the chance. It'll keep the staff happy too. Black carrot. It's something of an ancestor to the domestic carrot. It's also a favorite of wild animals. That crack would make a good foothold. You can use crack climbing to make your way up. Say, boss, you see many animals in the field. Truth is, an environmental NGO has asked us to remove wild animals from combat zones. If you have the time, can you extract some back here? There's a reward in it for us.
You have arrived at your destination.
That's tarragon, a type of medicinal plant. It contains trace amounts of a benzodiazepine derivative that's the active ingredient in pentasmin. Wormwood, also known as absinthium. That's used to make your phantom cigars.
You made it. First, use the binoculars to locate the communications equipment at the facility. You don't have any explosives on you, do you? You'll either have to steal some from the enemy, or call in a supply drop from your iDroid.
Дураков! Как ты? Ты в порядке?
That's another one of the targets. Do you see any more?
Ерундовое оружие пробило его броню? Нет, говорят, у них откуда-то взялся переносной ракетный комплекс. Ракетный комплекс? Душманов? Да, эти глухие ловушки ему не помешали. Откуда у них такая... Пока что только слышали. Кому из наших еще не довелось его пощупать? Оружие близко. Ты попробуй взять всех душманов с этого завода. Тебе за это красная цена.
That looks like the target. We know where all the antennas are now. Take out all 3 of them. How you do it is your call.
Нет, не делай этого!
So your suppressor is worn out. That gun will be as loud as any other now. If you have to shoot, be careful.
Outpost captured.
Good work. You've completed your objective. Now get out of the hot zone.
Mission info has been updated.
You've run out of explosives.
anything in the area? Take a look around. If you need a supply drop, call it in from your iDroid. Anti-air radar? It wasn't one of the targets, but that's put a hole in their air surveillance. The chopper will be able to get in close now. You can designate a landing zone near the outpost.
Information warfare is more than just intel gathering. It also means disrupting enemy communications. Your mission is to punch a hole in the comms network between the Soviet outposts. That'll cut off their means to call in reinforcements. Technically, we were given this mission by a Western-backed Arab organization supporting the guerrillas. But it'll also give us a leg up in the future. Take a look at the location of the Eastern Communications Post on your iDroid. Head there and destroy its comms equipment. He who controls information controls operations. Just look at Cypher. Good luck, boss.
All right, you're out of the hot zone. No enemy forces in pursuit. Mission complete.
Development project has been added.
Mission complete. Great work. How you feeling, boss? Getting used to being in the field again? Having choppers and horse at your disposal is indispensable for operating in the wilds of Afghanistan. I've gone ahead and arranged for you to be able to develop and customize weaponry for support choppers. And you can also develop new equipment for D-Horse if you like. Use your iDroid to start development as needed. Remember the guys you brought back from the base in Cuba 9 years ago? Believe it or not, some of them survived that hell we went through. Word reached them that Big Boss is back and they wanted in. They're good men. Our brothers in fate. They'll be glad to know you've seen them here.
Well, who might that handsome devil be?
Prolonged time in the field is bad for the body and mind. I think it's time you took a break. Do it for me. Come back to Mother Base ASAP.
Come back!
Oh my god, he's adorable.
Here's the dog you brought back. Bit of a troublemaker. Not sure about the breed, though.
He'll get bigger?
Uh-huh. Like this. You know, I can look after him. He's still a pup, so he doesn't listen. I have a feeling someday he'll be useful. I suspect you've discovered a real diamond in the rough. With a little polish, I'd say we got a true diamond dog on our hands.
Why did it hard zoom in on my fabric? Was that a mistake?
DD, right?
Absolutely.
Hostile at raising hounds. Fine.
Come on, Dee Dee.
Welcome back. Boss! Boss!
Please specify a project.
Thanks for letting me join the fight. I'll do whatever you ask.
Please specify a project. Please specify a project. Please select a drop point. Supplies requested. Supply drop complete.
set up a capture cage. It'll trap small to medium-sized animals. The support unit will handle the extraction, so all you need to do is place the cage. Wild animals have all kinds of habitats. Try placing cages in a variety of places. You can check the animals list on your iDroid to see which animals have been extracted. Let the support unit help out if you need to restock. Transmit a request from your iDroid and I'll send supplies right away.
Please specify a project.
Morning, boss.
Please specify a project.
Boss, that puppy you saved? He's family now.
Staff assigned. Development project has been added. Please specify a project.
Let us know if you need supplies, boss.
Please specify a project. Please specify a project. Please specify a project. development project has been added. Please development complete. Supplies requested. Supply drop complete.
How you doing, boss?
Train with me, boss. How about it?
Thank you. Thank you. Boss, how about building something?
Please select a mission. Please select landing zone.
Roger. This is Pequod. Arriving shortly at LZ. This is Pequod. On station at LZ. Gaining altitude.
Side ops list updated.
By connecting your iDroid to the onboard computer, you turn the chopper into your own Aerial Command Center, or ACC. Some elements of staff assignment and R&D of weapons and items can only be performed from there. Take as long as you need to consider all your options.
Please specify a project. Please specify a project. find. Please select a landing zone. Heading to Afghanistan.
The side ops list is comprised of problems we need you to resolve. Objectives to be completed, and information gained from the soldiers and prisoners you've extracted. These aren't missions per se, but if you can take care of them when you're free, I'd appreciate it.
Analysis complete.
Yeah.
There's an English-speaking soldier somewhere in the region. He's a language specialist. His role is to translate information related to the West into Russian. If we can get him to join, that's the target.
Analysis complete. Analysis complete. Analysis complete.
На случай, если я вдруг встречу американца.
been?
Last night
Last night?
with your girlfriend.
Посмотри! Ау! С тобой все в порядке? Что это? Чуй!
Talk. Spit it out.
Completed. Extraction arrived at Mother Base.
Boss, that language specialist you extracted has been very cooperative. Says he's always dreamed of living a free life, like folks in the West. What are the odds, huh? I've gone ahead and placed him in the support unit. His job is Russian interpretation. Now you'll know what Soviet soldiers are saying. You can even interrogate them. Should give you an edge in the mission.
Please select a mission. Mission accepted. The map has been updated. Extraction arrived at Mother Base.
Whoa, whoa! Yeah.
Please select a mission. Development project has been added.
Ocelot. I hear they started calling you Shalashashka in Afghanistan. What's that about?
You know the term Sharashka? It's slang for a suspicious, hastily thrown together organization. The word became associated with a type of forced labor facility in the Soviet Gulag system. OKB scientists and engineers who'd been convicted of crimes were sent to a Sharashka for forced R&D. The Sharashkas were supervised by Lavrenti Beria of the NKVD, the secret police, under the official name 4th Special Department.
Forced research? That's not very different from what we do here.
Diamond Dogs is different. Everyone here believes in you. Regardless of where they came from or why they're here, they revere you. And they're fighting because it was their choice.
And if it wasn't, they'd leave?
Who knows? That's our reality here, whether it's real or not. If there's another truth, I don't want to know it. All that matters is that's the concept that's taken shape in their heads. The traces of a group ideology, our superstructure, to put it in Marxist terms.
All right. Go on.
Right. So anyway, at some point the enemy started calling me Sharashka. This was after the war in Afghanistan broke out. While I was keeping an eye on you in that hospital, I was also heading up interrogations here. The men I broke gave up their comrades and families, everything they wanted to protect them most. No real cause for it. I just let myself get caught up in the old Russian pride.
And suddenly I received the honor of becoming Special Interrogation Advisor to the forced labor camps. But the more men I interrogated, the more people saw me as just that, the interrogator. It helped cover my real objective of keeping you safe.
You went that far for me?
Far enough to keep you alive. I ended up being pretty well known among the Afghan guerrillas. Some of them would have seen me on the battlefield. And that's how I got the second half of the name. Shashka. It's a sword, a type of saber from the Caucasus. Russian dragoons and Cossacks carried them into battle. Now, the Russian Empire had a general by the name of Fyodor Arturovich Keller. His bravery earned him the nickname Russia's Greatest Shashka. Someone must have known about that, because somewhere along the line, Shashka got stuck on the end of Sharashka. The guerrillas were using the name amongst themselves, and by the time I got to hearing about it, pronunciation had wound up as Shalashashka.
So, half gulag, half hero sword. Is a perfect fit.
But you see how rumors and ideas about people can get out of hand fast. Once you create a character and put it out there in public mind, it warps and twists with every baseless rumor. And before you know it, all people see are phantoms. In my case, it works out just fine. I'm plenty used to working under aliases.
Extraction arrived at Mother Base.
Good. You captured it alive. Your target is a Spetsnaz detachment commander. Your orders are to take him out. With skills like his, it'd be a shame to waste him. But I'll leave the method up to you. Boss, make your way to Deshago Calais and eliminate the target.
Farming villages in southern Vahan have been subjected to a strategic bombing campaign the past several weeks. The damage is spreading. It's part of the Soviet Scorched Earth operation aimed at wiping out the guerrillas. The target this time is the commander of the Spetsnaz detachment. He's been key to the operation's success. People say this guy's responsible for annihilating the Mujahideen at Tismasi Laman, the Hamid fighters, overnight. He's a tough, experienced commander. Don't underestimate him.
You've arrived at the objective. Your target should be somewhere in that outpost. And don't forget, he has a Spetsnaz recon detail with him. Keep your guard up.
Work. A hit on a commanding officer of the Soviet military. Nothing personal. We're only doing this because it gets us one step closer to our goal.
Analysis complete. 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 Analysis complete.
Говорят, хамиды космосеи ломаные, что ли?
Alert has been updated.
Spit it out.
Analysis complete. Analysis complete. You have arrived at your destination. Analysis complete. You have arrived
looks like the target.
The map has been updated.
Either destroy that, or turn it off to shut off all the lights and surveillance cameras in the outpost. But of course, the enemy will realize something's up. If you're gonna do it, be quick.
КП, это Зоя-10. Немедленно проверю. Конец связи. КП, это Зоя-10. Прибыли на место. Начинаем осмотр. Прием. КП, понял. Смотрите в оба. Конец связи. КП, это Зоя-10. Посмотрел. Ничего не нашел. Прием. Это КП. Понял. Вернитесь на пост. Прием.
Spit it out. Spit it out. Spit it out. Talk. Talk.
doesn't count as eliminating him. Neither does knocking him out. Target secured. I'll tell the client we sent the target to a place outside of heaven. Boss, your objective's complete. Exfiltrate out of the hot zone by chopper or on land. Don't hang around.
Что это?
So your suppressor is worn out. That gun will be as loud as any other now. If you have to shoot, be careful. Too. Roger that.
Analysis complete.
Whoa, whoa!
Analysis complete. The map has been updated.
Speak.
The map has been updated. Guard post captured. Extraction arrived at
That's it. You've made it out of the hot zone. No sign of the enemy. Mission complete, boss. All right. Mission complete, boss. Maybe you'll actually break a sweat next time, huh? Our army is growing like crazy thanks to you, boss. In fact, it's getting downright crowded around here. To bring a greater number of people on board, we'll need to expand our facilities. To that end, I've created a base development unit. It has two roles, material refinement and platform construction. I'll start with the material refinement part. The base development unit procures material resources on a regular basis according to its level. The materials are stored in containers and placed on the deck of Mother Base. Once they're finished being processed, they can finally be put to use. By using these materials to build new platforms, we'll be able to add a greater number of staff to our ranks. We don't need any specific instructions from you to refine the materials, but I want you to be the one to decide how we construct platforms. Once we have sufficient GMP and the required material resources, you can issue construction orders from your iDroid. Good. You captured it alive. Boss, we've received a back-channel request from Langley. We find a piece of new American military hardware that's gone missing in the mountains of Afghanistan. It's a difficult mission, but I'd say you're back in top form by now. Check your iDroid for the details. Sandstorms come in. Sandstorms effectively make you blind and deaf, but that goes for the enemy too. Use the situation to your advantage.
Please select a mission. Please select support helicopter
Roger.
requested.
Squad. Arriving shortly at LZ. This is P-Quad. Have arrived at LZ. Will stand by.
Support helicopter has arrived.
Golden Crescent. It's a type of medicinal plant. We can use that to make tranquilizer rounds more potent.
Gaining altitude.
Departing aerial operations.
Departing.
Extraction arrived at Mother Base.
Boss, as requested, we've added an analyzer function to your binoculars. Now you can view soldiers or POWs and get a readout on their rank or any special skills they might have. Depending on their skills, they may even be able to develop new types of weapons or items. Try it out the next time you're thinking of folding someone.
Commencing platform construction. Commencing platform construction. Commencing platform construction. Commencing platform construction. Staff assigned. Please specify a project. Development project has been added. Please select a land heading to Mother Base.
Until next time, Diamond Dogs. It's time for a shower. Hey, Big Boss.